It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to another Idea Sunday. Today we'll be trying to make a micro doll. Again, but with something new. That's right. Paintbrushes as their hair. These paintbrushes are from the range. There's pink ones, there's green ones, there's blue ones, but the blue ones that I have bought are at my grandfather's house in Poland. That's where I left my blue ones. The price is this, which is really good considering that they are actually nice quality brushes. The colors are so pretty that I wanted to use it in a dollhouse item on an Idea Sunday. As they are, so that's why I bought multiple sets. But anyways, we'll need to cut up this cabochon because it will become a big part of this micro doll. And this piece is becoming a micro doll. And if you ever met Petunia, she's getting a micro doll of herself made today. So, let's start making the project already. I cut up as much of the cabochon I could, but her dress will not be removable, so the micro Petunia will not have a removable dress. The dress will be just some sort of artwork that's never meant to be removed from the micro doll. So that's why I'm not making that removable, because it would work better for the art that I'm about to do. And you'll get to see it as the video progresses. I'm just trying to place it somewhere. I think that will be the back piece of the dress, where the bow is. Okay. And something like here. Just deciding on what that will come out like. Maybe like this, I think. I want this to be her face, so that's why I'm considering things as I'm making this micro doll. And besides, I'm using materials that I had never considered for an Idea Sunday. So enjoy me try new things. Just enjoy your heart out at this. And if you like Idea Sundays and what I try to do with them, consider subscribing, because you're not going to miss out on these if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll leave you interested in what's going to happen next. So that's what I'm doing. It's all part of my YouTube channel. So the dress will be really huge of this micro Petunia doll. I'm just thinking of another piece that should go there. I will paint over it, but for now I'm just preparing things to dry before painting them. Okay, that needs to dry. The dress has dried. Now I'm going over the teal blue marker. I will go with the teal blue marker all over the dress before proceeding to the next step. The bow I will keep minty green, but the dress itself will be dark green. So these parts of the bow will go. Then I drew on a face on her head. Now I will select hairs from the paintbrush to get Petunia's hairstyle on. Petunia doesn't usually have long hair, so I will trim the hairs down where the pretty color is actually showing on the paintbrush, and the green will be the most visible. That's what I'm trying to do, visible on this Petunia doll. The hair is a bit long on such a tiny doll. Maybe I will make it a ponytail hairstyle, although she normally has her hair in flowers. But it would be good to try something new. And the white bits I will color minty green after it dries, but I will keep the brush color on and try to keep it visible. Why are those hairs getting everywhere? I'm trying to make this look good. So this is really tiny. These green bits but they're too pretty to ruin with paint, so that's why I've decided to make a micro doll using them instead of put paint on it, like acrylic paint and stuff. So I'm building something up out of it. This is a little bit hard because of the fact that I'm doing this with paintbrush hair. Still, this is just the process video. Anyways, all the idea Sundays are like this. And as I'm doing it, the green to white gradient is growing on me. I'm starting to like it. So I will debate as the thing is drying in order should I keep the white or do something more to it. So that's what's going on. Someone gave me a green scarf that were thinking of me using the green scarf for my projects. And whoever gave it, thank you. I'm not going to say the names publicly, but thank you if you gave it to me. And with the scraps that I had, tiny scraps, I've used them for the micro Petunia doll's dress to cover up some parts that I want smoothened. I've used it for that, and there's some sparkles. However, I have to let it dry before I add more details to it. Okay, I'm going to apply some green flakes into her hair and dress. For the hair, I'm going to do the white parts with the flakes, and I'm going to add flakes to the dress. So let's add it in. So the dress, to lighten the color because it's gotten a bit dark. Because I'm going to layer up the flowers on this micro doll, like a lot of flower sequins. When this dries, I want to create some interesting background to the character, like build up an interesting character. Flakes added. Time to let it dry. while doing the artwork of the micro doll in a different scale, I've decided to put flowers all over the micro Petunia's dress. White flowers. I'm just spreading these all around. And we're making a flower pattern dress. Okay, so we're making this dress have flowers all over it. Okay. Come on, Sequin, you can do it. No! That's not the point of this. And look at me using a cut up paintbrush that I've put hair of it on the doll, on the Petunia micro doll. Why? Because I have a hoarding problem. No, I'm joking. I don't. Sorry if you do. It's just that this brush could be useful without the colors, because the pretty colors could go on something else and the white can just be used for painting. So that's what I do. You don't want to see the actual brushes that I actually use for my projects, because if you ever see them, you're going to never be able to unsee them again. Unsee what? The person I am with paintbrushes. Once you will see it, you will never unsee it ever again. I'm not going to show you my paintbrush collection because you're going to think that I don't know. You're going to think that I use ruined brushes for something. Maybe it's like a purpose or something. But I don't know, is it good for other people to know that my brushes are completely ruined but I still keep using them? It's just that what person I am. And I don't care if they're ruined as long as they work. Okay, so I put the flowers onto the dress. I'm also going to put some flowers into her hair. Another step. And the fact that I use glues on my brushes justifies me cutting up pretty colors from paint brushes if that's the case. And then using the brushes like this. Just didn't want the pretty green to be ruined by paint, so that's why I just wanted to do a micro doll with it, with the hairs, so it doesn't get ruined by paint, because I feel like it's too beautiful to be ruined with paint. So that's why I've decided to make a micro doll instead of actually using it for its intended purpose, which is paintings. So that's glued on. Now we're going to let it dry and finish that artwork's idea. After the flowers dried both in her hair and on her dress, I've decided to give her the rest of the green Elmer's glitter glue. The artwork and the micro doll will get the green Elmer's glue all over, but I have very little amount of it, so have to be mindful of that. There's so little that I'm considering cutting up the bottle to use the rest of the drops that I have in it. If you don't know, here's the footage of me trying to get the green out of it. Come on. Come on. You can get out of here. The footage, I think, is going to speak for itself. Look at this. Just look at this. And you've seen the paintbrush inside it. To try to get as much out of it as possible. Okay, that's enough of it. Let's mix the glitter glue with the glitter glue now and apply it on the dress. To get it sparkly. I struggled to get it out without cutting up the bottle, but at least it was worth it. What should I make with the bottle though? That's a question. Because on YouTube I did leave a poll about strawberry shortcake hat. And if you hadn't voted for that, please do now. This will help me decide if the idea Sunday for 2nd of February should be the strawberry shortcake hat. So that's what I'm debating and getting you to help me. So let's put all of this glitter on. So her hair as well as the dress. Okay. Let's now let it dry. I've decided to add to the dress a collar and long sleeves, and did the same for the micro doll. All I have left is the green thing at the back. Not the dark green, but the lighter green. What could we depict that way? Hello! Welcome to Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. Let's talk about the color green and how it will. I get the interpretation of this Petunia's dress right. The dark green, the green flowers, and the light green, and the hair also, to give some depiction into the artwork. Just to add some elements that would work into the color green. Okay, I'm going to put some things I find on Pinterest right on the screen. Here we go. There. The color green is linked to inexperience, Petunia, so that ani sledgy mallow seafoam bushes are a new mystery to Litchi Lolly Mallow Springs. I don't know if I'll make a sequel of that movie, but just wanted to make it feel like an outfit that she would be put into if I ever want to make that movie. But not the micro doll, but the big doll. I mean, the dollhouse doll, not the big one. But you get it. And success, which is the lighter green. Petunia's dress covered up in light green flowers represent growth into success from inexperience, which was the dark green fabric of the dress. She figured out a way to unease Litchi Mallow seafoam bush mystery and solved it successfully. So I will use some anise on that light green one to make it look like that bush is poking out of her dress. Kind of like a successfully solved the mystery of how did they get to Litchi Lolly Mallow Springs. Because the reason why I put her in a long dress with long sleeves and a collar, and I just wanted it to feel like something appropriate to be a detective or mystery solving in. At least to me. Okay, so I have this green paper and I'm going to make that work. With the anise marker, I've made a mark on the paper and now we're going to glue that onto the paper. And it will become the anise Litchi Mallow seafoam brush that's poking out of her dress because it is a micro doll and I wanted to depict an artwork like this on paper and on a micro doll. So we're doing that. Just applying it. On the light green bow at the back of the dress. Because it is supposed to be a greenish yellow, but it's got then on the green side. And it's gotten on the green side because it was still growing like it's brand new. Because the color green can represent growth. And why does the color green represent growth? Because almost every single plant can be green, like every single plant you see in nature. It's green, but it has to be the right season for it. Especially, mostly, Northern Ireland is green grass everywhere, but there is just a little bit of green trees. But there's really rarely snow even in the winter in Northern Ireland. And Northern Ireland is just full of green grass, a little bit of trees, and full of sheep on the fields. Sometimes cows are very common, and horses. That's what is Northern Ireland like, although Litchi Lolly Mallow Springs is not in Northern Ireland. But anyways, let's let this part of her dry. It dried. I find some glow-in-the-dark butterfly glitter, which is the most yellowish green butterfly glitter I own, and considering that the theme of this dress and the fact that it glows in the dark, it seems appropriate for the project. High in the universe, I forgot that it glows in the dark. Look at it! Wow. Yes, we're using it. Let's get it onto the bush at the back of her dress to make it look more like a lychee mallow seafoam bush. We're adjusting the glitter so it looks randomized around the bush. It is a little bit glow in the dark. And I cannot believe I forgot about that. Maybe I bought it that long ago that I have stored it away somewhere. And now I find it, and here's an appropriate occasion to use this. Now let's turn off the light. That's not dark enough. Let's get it dark enough. I think the sun hasn't fully set yet. At the time when I was filming it, added some darker green to emphasize that Annie's lychee mallow seafoam bushes would have a lychee and celery taste if they were real. They're not, but you get the point. The color would also be a hint of it tasting like celery and lychee if it was in that universe of lychee lolly mallow springs. And it does glow a little bit in the dark. But I'm going to photograph the after result in full light. Once that's figured out, I'm going to cut it out of the paper to finish the product. And Chef Jax, what do you think of this micro Petunia doll? Please tell me in the comments. And bye, Chef Jack. See you in another video. Bye.